Hello everyone, today I'm here for CC Design and I'm using the new Krampus stamp set for that little guy and the sentiment. They're so cute. And along with the coordinating die. And here is my card base. It's 5 1/8 by 6. And I have a panel to put inside just to make it a little sturdier. And I'm going to line it up the best I can just to leave a little bit craft paper showing, like a little trim. I have some pattern paper that will match with the window, inside the window that I'll be doing for the front. I have some snow that I will put there. See, just lining that up, see if it fits. And I'll just glue that panel down. And I'll also put that little image inside, but I'll color one more. So we will have two the same little character. There, I'm going to bring in some walnut stain just to dirty up the edges a bit. So I'm going to do that all four sides. I'm kind of going like, I don't know if it's a rustic or vintage look more, like oldie. So I'm going like in browns and stuff. That's the feel I'm trying to get here. And I did also do the window sill with that same ink. And that is the new L'Enfant window that I used. And I'm just doing a pattern paper also with a little bit of brown. And I put it on there and I found that the base was too light. So I'm going again, adding a little bit darker. I won't show it all of it, so I just cut that off a bit. So here I have a little pattern paper that's different. It's like a wood look. So it kind of looks like the floor, because I am going to add a little tree and I don't want it to look like it's floating in the air. So I'm just going to trim that off and look like it looks okay. And I'm just going to glue that down to my card base and line that up. And there you go. So here's my window again. And I'm going to put some two-sided tape on there all around so I can put my vellum, acetate, in there. So here I'm going to put some foam tape now so I have dimension in the window so it's not flat. I kind of want it to look like it's, when the little character's there, he's not right in the window. So dimension, love dimension. So now here is the panel that's going to go inside my window. So it looks like he's outside. So I'm just going to glue him and I'm going to play with him until I'm happy with it. Because I don't want like his eyeball to be covered with the window. So I'm going to play with it a little bit. You'll see that. I'll be moving it. So I asked my son a few ideas and he was thinking of making it look like he's moving inside there too. This card was a lot of work, so I kind of told him that idea I had to skip. It was just too much. He's got good ideas, but sometimes it's a little too much. So here I'm just going to glue my window now to my card base, the look of, the wall. So far, so good. Now I'm taking my little tree that I have, and this tree is from Jaded Blossom. I think it's last year's little tree. I'm not sure if it was last year. Years go so fast, so I think it was from last year. All the information from dies and stamps and everything I use will be on my blog, and I always link it to the videos. So if you want to look at that, just look it up. And here I have the base of my tree, and now I'm just going to glue all the panels to it. And I kind of flick the bottom of it, so I glue just the top piece of each panel of the tree. So then there's like a lift to it, so it's like dimensional. So that's what I'm doing with my fingers there. So I just have glue just on the top piece of it and press it down and go to the next one and do the same. I'll also put dimension on there too with the foam dots tape. So there's the last piece. There you go. I'm just looking, lining up, see how I should put my foam tape. So there's where it's not touching the windowsill, then I have 2 layers of foam tape or foam squares. So yeah, you have to judge with that. So now I'm gonna take my little character and I'm gonna start coloring him. So I'm going with the warm colors, the W2. I'm gonna just lightly give him a coat of that all over his face, his ears, his little nose. And just color that in a bit. And now I have the W3 and just lightly give it a little bit a dark, and just now just bring it out a little bit with the 2. Now I still have the 3. I'm just going back and forth with the 2 and 3. I will be bringing the 4 too, just to make it a little stronger, deeper color. And at the end I will bring my pencils as always. I find you really notice when I bring the pencil in with this little guy. So I'm just coloring his hands and his little feet. I didn't know who Krampus was. I watched a movie last year and I was all excited. And I told my son this, and I'm thinking this is what the show was. Yeah, I was all excited. I thought, oh, a Christmas movie. And then it got kind of scary. It was like, oh, that's not that shouldn't be a Christmas. Christmas is always happy, right? So what happened? I think it was a Krampus movie. It was a little scary. So I'm a big chicken. My kids know that. They were talking about a scary movie. Well, Mom won't like that. She don't like nothing scary. Yeah. I'm a big baby when it comes to movies and scary movies. So I'm just going to finish it off with the W2. Blend those colors in. So here I have the W4. I'm going to try to put a little bit darker, deeper colors in his ears. And then here I'm starting his big eyebrows and his beard with the W4. And I'm going to do a lot of layers with the W4 on his beard. And basically that's all I use is the W4 and plus the pencil at the end. But you'll see I'm going to flick it around, let it dry, flick it around, let it dry kind of thing. So I'll do a few layers with that. There, I'm just doing the beard. And just flicking And then another thing, like I said, I wasn't sure what Krampus was, so I had to Google and look around what colors he should be. I kind of thought this color is working for him, so I thought he turned out pretty cute. For a monster, he turned out pretty cute. So here I've got the C4 for the bag for his little treat bag, I guess, is like Santa Claus, I guess. And I'm just doing that part of where he's holding the bag. And I'm bringing in the C7 now. And do a little deeper here. And I'm going to keep the 7 and I'm going to do the C4 and do the tips, touch the nib, just to do shading. It helps when there's a big difference in color. So I'm doing a lot of shading here, blending until I'm happy with it. And yeah, starting doing classes with all my lady friends with Christmas cards, so I love making Christmas cards, so that's what we're doing right now. Just shading here. There's a little part there I should have left for his hand, and I colored it gray. It's not noticeable that much, but I kind of noticed after. It's like, ooh, that should have been maybe his hand. So I did a little boo-boo there. So here I got the G94 for the green. And I'm doing the mouth. Well, the tongue, I should say. The R17 and the 29. And that's going to be the same color that I'm going to use for his hat and his, I guess I don't know what you call that, his robe. So I'm just starting with the 17 and putting a little bit of 29. And I find too on the camera, when I was editing, it kind of looked like it was all one solid color. It's not, but the lighting in here, it's not the greatest. So it kind of looked like just flat. But when I do the shading with a pencil, then there's nice texture again with it. You can see that. So I'm just blending those two colors. Doing the hat now. Just blending with a little bit of the 29 again. Touching the nib to help it along. Yeah, sorry that this video is big. Big. Try to have my videos not so long, but there's a lot of details. This card was a lot of work. Not just putting it together, but trying to figure out, like, you have an idea and it's not coming. Oh, that frustrates me. Like, I know what I want, but it's not working. And then looking for the right paper. Oh my goodness. My daughter helped me with the paper. My son helped me for the idea, and my daughter helped me for the paper. It's good to have little helpers. So just continuing coloring. I feel like doing what my daughter does all the time. Do. like I said, the pencil adds so much to this one, the character. You'll see when I put some of the grayish tones, it helps, and the black on the red. I feel like I have a frog in my throat. So there, I'm starting with my pencils now, doing some shading. Just a little nose. Just waiting for my new CC for next month. Yeah, I should be getting them on Friday. But I still have one more post to do for this month. It's like the fire and ice guy. I'm not even sure what they're called, but yeah. So here I have the darker pencil, and I'm going to do a lot of the, like, where I went already, just to make it a little deeper, just so it pops up a little bit more. And I'm going to blend it with my nib and some Gamsol. Yeah, I do it. Sometimes I do a couple layers here and there because it just needs to be a little darker. That's what's great about pencil. You can always put layers and layers as much as you want. And if you do mistake, you can use an eraser. I do that too. I did that for the horns. I flipped my nib and it was black. And it kind of did a black line on it. Kind of took it out of my video, but I'm telling you, pencil. If you do a mistake with pencil, you can use an eraser. It would have been a shame. I was almost done then. So here's the beard. I'm trying to keep a little bit of the lines in his beard so it's not just solid. Putting more on under his chin kind of thing. Big eyebrows. I try not to be too much my hand in the way too, to show you how it looks when you're blending. But sometimes it just happens that you're not looking, you forget your coloring, you forget to look at your position, and it's like, oh, it's not in the camera, or your big hands in a way. So here I'm just doing the horns here. And see, I told you I took that piece off, but you don't see it because my eraser did a good job and took that black off of there. Just blending. You don't want that crease of like a pencil mark too much. So now I'm bringing in my black. I'm going to do his bag. And just blend that. So I don't know what he would have in his bag, because he's kind of like the bad Santa Claus, because if you're naughty, Krampus comes. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure, and I don't know if I want to know, right? I don't know. Oh well, he's cute. If you Google though, there's some creepy ones. But this one, it makes you, you know, you're coloring it. I mean, it's like, he's cute. And just putting some on his robe, on his hat. You'll see that it gives it a lot of more definition on it with the pencil. Because like I said, the two reds kind of, on camera, it just looked like a solid red. So It helps, that pencil helps. So a lot of blending. I hope these videos help and give you an idea. I mean, you can always use different colors or just pencils, just markers, whatever works for you or whatever you like using. So, but you can subscribe to this channel too, and then you get all the updated videos for all the new releases, and you won't want to miss the next one. As I always say, you're always cute. Just blending. I did order some different dyes that CC Design just got like restocked in, because there's a few I didn't have, so I'm waiting for that will come with the new release for next month, so I'm excited for that too. Here I'm just putting a little bit, it's like a Wink Stella for like gold, so I'm just putting a little bit of shine on the what are they called, the jingle bells, or I'm French, I don't know. So I'm just doing the tongue here, and he's done. See, too cute. So now I'm going to add him to the inside. So then here you can really see him, like on the front you just see him peeking in the window. So it's nice to have him inside, and then you get to see the whole thing too, right? So I had stopped my video because I didn't know how I was going to decorate my front. So here I got some garland, and these are from one of the Tim Holtz set, and I just wanted to look like Christmas, like he's looking inside a house and it's real Christmassy. So I already put my star, if you can see on the tree, I already added that off camera, and a little present, and that also is Tim Holtz. It's the one that goes with the little elf. That was a very popular one. The little elf holds all these presents. So that little present is from that set. So here I'm just trying to line up how I want my garland to look. Because there's curtains that go with that window, but I found that it was just closing the window way too much. So here I'm just gluing on the edge there, and I'm going to just trim those down. With that glue, you have to take your time and just hold it really good. Sorry. Yes, this video, if I didn't crop it, was almost 2 hours long. Yeah, I'm a little bit pokey, so trust me, you want me to kind of speed it up a bit. So here I'm just trying and see if those garland would look cute on there. I decided I like that, so I'll be gluing in those. So I'll put 3 of them. But what also, if you look at my card at the beginning, I think I put it in at the end too. I did go back after the video and added more garland to it. I found that it was kind of a little bit of plain. So if you look at my picture, you'll see I put more garland. I put gold ones in between the red ones, and also on the window one, on the windowsill one, I did put gold there too, just to bring a little bit more gold to it, to match with the star. So I'm just trying to hold it as it dries a bit. And here I'm going to put a couple dots here. And I'm trying to round it off too, so it has dimension those two. So this is not a card you want to mail out because it would just get flat. You want that dimension. So this card's going to my son. He kind of gave me the idea and he thinks he's too cute. He wants me to watch the movie with him. So he likes the scary movies. So here I'm putting some gold little gems. I thought that'd be cute. Bring some more gold. And I'm sorry about the lighting. Like in my picture, it looks really good. So I'm just going to put a little gem here. Just place that. I just love the way that little scene came out. It was a lot of work, but it paid off. It looks awesome. Super, super cute. And here's another look at inside. You better be good or Krampus will get you. So hope you like it and I'll see you soon. Bye. There's another look, like I said, with the gold trim.